proceed to our program, but our first program is actually the invocation. Okay? Please remain standing for the doxology. We offer this 2023 Confernment ceremony and ask our Lord God to bless all of us. Let us all bow our heads and put ourselves in the presence of God. Heavenly Fathers, in the name of the Lord, thank you very much. Amen. Let's all remain standing to honor our beloved brother. I am going to ask everyone to please sit down. Please be seated. Okay? So, can you please ask all the lights to be open para hindi ko nakikita yung mga anino sa likod. Yan! Okay. Para nakikita kayo mga magagandang guwapo na nasa tabi. Also, I am your MC. My name is Alan Tamayo and my partner MC is Andre Ramirez. Okay. For us to open the program for tonight, may I please ask our Iarfcph president in the Philippines, of course, Gamaliel Ariel Boyet Benavides.
This is your night. We honor you for having completed the RFC conversion course, for having allowed the organization to transform you into the financial advisors that will be serving the Filipino people. We are in a very, very critical stage where we have to build the wealth of our nation. And to build the wealth of our nation, we have to build individual wealth. We have to build family wealth. And that's the only way that we will be able to achieve the progress as a nation. So the work doesn't end because you have completed your financial plan. The work has just started because you will now go out into the communities and the families, the individuals that you serve, and create their own financial plans. You will be hand-holding them and guiding them in a more secure and a better financial future. So we hope that what you endured for the past 6 days and several months will be ingrained not in your head, but in your heart. We wear the pin on our lapel, but the designation should be inside. It's something that you now have to exude to your customers and to your fellow financial advisors within the community, so that you will now distinguish yourselves as true financial consultants. So congratulations, and we hope that you will join us every year as we grow our ranks and to continue our education and our learning as financial advisors. Thank you, and good evening.
Thank you very much, President Boyan. Well, we're supposed to eat right now. We're supposed to open already the buffet, no? But we're trying to heat it up. But I think we should do our special intermission muna. So at least mag-enjoy sila.
Of course, so while we wait, we will be serenaded by RFC Franklin Lorenzo. But before he starts, let's get to know him. No? So Franklin is a graduate of Business Administration.
Klasiko yan. Klasiko.
Well, man. He has a major in Finance and Management Accounting, but he has a very strong passion for music. When he actually self-taught himself to play piano at age 12. Pretty amazing, right? His musical repertoire ranges from classical, Broadway, crossover, and pop. And he can even sing in different languages, like Mandarin, Cantonese, Italian, French, Spanish, German, and Arabic. He's a pretty cool guy. So he also performs at concerts, corporate events, and shows in the Philippines and abroad. And in 2017, he started his journey in the financial services industry, in the insurance, completing his RFC and REP designations in 2019. And Franklin is also a composer, arranger, vocal mentor, and record producer. During the pandemic lockdown, he composed songs and produced a multinational video for Book Launch. So fellow RFCs and guests, with pleasure, I introduce Franklin Lorenzo.
Franklin was also in theaters. Little bit of theater. So actor din siya at the same time singer. Pero he's more of a singer.
Hi, good evening everyone. Ang tindi ng introduction. Wala na akong masasabi about me. Nasabi niyo lahat. Anyway, I'd like to give you a treat for your hard work, of course. Dati kong ginawa yan at nakablue din ako ng graduation day. Anyway, let's make this night a special one. Maestro, this is for you guys. I traveled 4 hours to see here. I was invited this morning. Okay, so good game. Tonight there will be no morning stars. Tonight, I'll see my love tonight, and forever stars will stop where they are. Today the minutes seem like hours, the hours go so slowly, and still the sky is light. You're right, and want this endless day, and there's Hi, sir. Sir, you wish to continue? I can...
Well, actually, kung gusto ko pa kumanin na pumalakpak sila kanina pa, kaya nakikinig sila dati. Oh.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Ah,
Siguro mga one more song before kayo pumila naman?
Alright, okay.
Para magutom kayo ng gusto, so you can leave.
di pa kayo gutom, guys? You're not hungry yet?
Diretso na. Wow.
Diretso na. Okay. Go. Para hindi sayang ang biyahe. You know, guys, my feet were aching on the way. Kasi sobrang traffic. It was horrendous. Grabe. I came from Angeles City. So doon ako nakatira. So yun, kapapangan ko. Yun, talagang kapapangan. Oh, Kabaden. Nice to see you. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when do you? That's let your heart decide. I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over sideways and under, on magic carpet we ride, a whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear. Now I'm more dreamer. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear. Now I'm in a whole new world with you. I sang this before in, I think 7 different languages. So I will try it now. Sakto lang sa introduction ni Mr. Iarfcph. So let's start from the Arabic. Let's go the journey in my nerve. Fights to my noise, even none. He urged to leave us blind, a candid kind, diamond Roy when you heard. In thy nerve, so noise so foolish, unbekannt, with the rough and gun, a bloodless sun, as I never of mine felt sign fabulosa visión, sentimiento divino, voy volando contigo hacia el nuevo amanecer. Italy, el mundo es mío, tranquila diamante volevo, con cotifonía en mi magia, stelle come la volevo. Sulla sciuga ti fa dalla bugia del guardo navigo dove e vivo soffrato that's where we'll be, a thrilling chase, so wondrous place for you and me. Thank you. Saan dinrelate ko yung Chinese? Wala na kasing wala na ang verse, no? Anyway, let me continue. Alright.
Ganda. Future
Ano po?
verse o ganda?
Tutumin na, this is only 5 songs. Mabilis lang to, guys, no? Sige, continue. Ito naman, hindi ko talaga ito alam kantahin sa wikang English.
that I found my heels of my feet. Kahit sana imabalik tumaw sa buwan.
Send mo sa akin yan. Send mo sa akin.
Es santo ocasiones Bila tanto gamon und napakemokla Rongje one la costa Sa lipon mama pami Kalabi Inalatina sufre someone more could keep
My boses. I'm in a practice.
Someone
Mercy. Thank you so much. Okay lang kayo. So, wala akong ages. Next time, try ko yung ages. Huwag kayong mabore, ha? Ganun talaga. Actually, I am a classical singer. So, yung mga, my audience talaga, they're the senior, should I say, senior people. I'm used to them, but with this kind of, age bracket, medyo kinakabahan ako. So you tell me if you don't like, maybe I can do adjustment. No? Okay, next song. This one is very familiar now. This is very popular. Thank you. For the ladies.
someday when I'm off to go, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Your love with your smile so warm, with your cheeks so soft, there is nothing for me but to love you in the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. Your lovely never change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it?
'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. Thank you so much for inviting me this morning. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay guys, itutuloy ko na to ah. Gutom na kayo? Are you hungry? Hindi pa. Okay, but I need support for this one, no? Medyo, my memory sometimes fails after the COVID injection. Feeling ko, naging makakalimutin ako after that. I don't know. I'm actually supposed to sing 5 songs, pero I have a request. Yes?
Pero pa yung naka-block.
Yes, sir?
Dalawa lang. Ano dyan? Pala yung isa. Dalawa lang ito.
Yung bidonto? The error. Okay, so I must move on to the next one, to the last one. Sige, this is a Tagalog song. This is a special request and a special tribute to our Madam there. Mom, this is for you. I don't sing this, but I will try my best. No? I will hold this. No? Huwag kayong magalit sa akin. Good luck to me.
Hindi kaya kasama kayo sa gani. Sa klase na nega.
Pero pag din mo ba?
Hindi kaya.
Gumagana yung piano doon, di ba? Hindi ba hindi na pwede? If the minus one's not working, I can play over there, but you need to help me. Okay. Pasok na ba ba? Hanggang saan? Hanggang saan? Hanggang kailan? Hanggang kailan magtatagal ang aking pagmamahal? Hanggang may hilig akong narinig dito sa daigdig. Hanggang may puso akong tinatagay. Di tayo iibig. Huwag mo sana isipin, ikaw ay aking lilisanin. Hindi ko magagawa ayusin at nais kong banggaan mo kung gaano kita kamahal. Hanggang di mo tanging salita, mamahalin kailanman. Hanggang pag-ibig ko'y hanggang wala hanggan, tanging ikaw lamang. Hanggang may hilig akong nahihinig dito sa daigdig. Hanggang may puso na akong natatalay.
puso kong marunong magmahal na ang sinisigaw ay dahil na ikaw. Hanggang saan, hanggang kailan kitang mahal, hanggang ang puso ko'y puti ng may kapal. Iniwag mo sanang isipin, ikaw ay aking inisalin. Hindi ko magagawang lumayo sa iyong piling. Ang nais ko malaman mo kung gaano kita kamahal. Hanggang may pag-ibig, laging isisigaw. Tanging ikaw.
Makati Sport Club.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Enjoy the night. Thank you.
Live feed.
If you need requests, if you need the services, if you want
Live
him
feed.
for some singing engagements, please let him know later because he's going to stick around.
So that I can always be reminded that I can sing. Sometimes nakakalimutan ko na. Because I don't do it anymore as often as before.
Sabi ni Grace, siya raw ang manager sa Bugade, ako pa ng klase.
Thank you so much, guys.
Okay.
Congratulations, I forgot. Sorry, congratulations.
You stick around, huh? The program is still ongoing. Okay, so from those executives in the the front tables, may please ask them to please rise up and fall in line already, so you can take your
Sa akin lang. Sa akin, baka hanapin.
Busog na ba kayo? Have you enjoyed the food? Did you love the entertainment we had earlier? Very good, very good. And now, for the presentation of designates, but first, before I call on the person who's going to before we start, I'll first ask our President, Boyet, President Boyet Benavides here in front, yes, together with our Chairman, Barry Davey, IRC. Now, may we please have Ms. Grace De Vera Escobar, our Executive Vice President of Iarfcph, to present the candidates for Confernment.
May I ask all the graduates to please stand. Ariel Boyet Benavides, President of Iarfcph. It is my honor to present to you the RFC graduates who took the 48 hours RFC conversion course and have successfully passed the required personal financial plan according to the standards of the International Association of Registered Financial Consultants.
It is my honor to confer upon all those who completed the conversion course to be named Registered Financial Associates or registered financial consultants. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ms. Grace. Now for the graduates. For the rest, you may sit down. The first four, you may stand up already and wait not to be called. Okay? Okay. First person. Sister Mary Sebastian of Springway Global. Next is Mr. Paulo Ramir and Antonio of Sunlight Financial.
Alright, next we have Ms. Lourdes E. Barro of Sunlight Financial.
Next is Florence G. Brago of Sunlight Financial.
Alright, next we have Mr. Christian Martin de los Reyes of Sunlight Financial.
Next we have Mr. Christian N. Dumo of Sunlight Financial.
Alright, next we have Mr. Saturnino Ignacio of Sunlight Financial.
Next is Pamela Jaime of Sunlight Financial.
Alright, next we have Miss Jonna Chelsea Javier of Sunlight Financial.
Next we have Ms. Reina Jimenez of Sunlight Financial.
Alright, next we have Mr. Brian Joseph Magdaso of Sunlight Financial.
Next we have Ms. Stacy Palabriga of Sunlight Financial.
Alright, next we have Miss Tony Rose Park of Sunlight Financial.
Next we have Ms. Caroline Malaki, Sunlight Financial.
Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Next we have Miss Elizabeth Herrado of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Alright, next we have Miss Karen Jean Perez of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Third is Mr. Third.
Now may we have Mr. Christian Bon Eric Perez of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Next we have Miss Rosa Blanca Ramacula of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Next we have Miss Marian Grace Ramirez of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Alright, next we have Mr. Baltazar Reyes, cum laude of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Next may we have John Rickon Riva of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Alright, we have Mr. Jester Rivera of Sun Life Grandpa Financial. Table 4, please.
Next one we have Mr. Hendel Savis of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Alright, next we have Mr. Marcelino Samudio Jr. of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Next we have Miss Bernice Shini Sikat of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Alright, next we have Miss Diana Rose Sumali of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
Pwedeng pakiclear. Freezer na lang po. Last time kasi nawala na yung recording. Yung video nawala na. Last time.
Now, how about Mr. John? Mr. Mark John Tionlok of AI Philippines.
Alright, next we have Miss Jacqueline Valyarta of Sun Life Grandpa Financial.
sumali? Okay. Guys, on top of the stage, side view. Side view. Okay? Tapos ladies, the ladies from the center, papunta rito, side view, papunta dito. Ladies from dito, then the guys facing here. Okay? Kayo first have face dito on side view. The others, the helpers, kayo naman, dito naman kayo. From there, from here to here, hit facing here. Okay? Kayo naman ladies, from here to here, facing here. Okay, para mas okay? Tapos closer please. Guys on stage, please closer as well. Side view. Half of the board of directors, can you still squeeze in? Ayaw ba squeeze? Masarap yung feeling ni squeeze. Okay, guys, squeeze in.
Nagulat nga siya dito. Kasi yung isang ulam lang.
Congratulations everyone for a well-deserved awards night. Alright, so
Parang awards night, no?
yeah, definitely well-deserved.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next portion or segment of the program. This is for the presentation of the honorary RFC title to Richard S. Lake. So, as some of you may know, the years 2021 and 2022 marked the beginning of institutional in-house RFC courses. And we are very honored that Sun Life Grandpa Financial Philippines partnered with us, the IARFC Philippines, in the formation, discipline, and development of the sales force into a holistic and well-rounded financial consultants who apply needs-based analysis to come up with appropriate solutions for financial planning and, more importantly, for retirement and succession planning. So, for the awarding, we call on Ms. Cynthia Nono, Sun Life Grandpa Financial's Philippines Bank Insurance Head, to receive the honorary RFC designation on behalf of Mr. Richard S. Lim, President of Sun Life Grandpa, from Chairman Barry Daly. May we also call on Vice President of IARFC Philippines, Mr. Ismael Lito Melendres Jr., to present the IARFC honorary membership.
Ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of the great contribution of Sun Life Grandpa Philippines, we award this honorary RFC to Mr. Richard Lim, President of Sun Life Grandpa Financial Philippines.
Of course, thank you very much. Mr. Chairman and Mr. President, go ahead. Okay. In recitation of the Code of Ethics, May we call on RFC Mario Angelo Velasco to lead our RFCs in the Iarfcph Code of Ethics.
Everyone, please stand.
Graduates.
Yeah, the graduates, please stand. The graduates, please stand. Okay. You may raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Mario Angelo Velasco, state your name, will at all times put my client's interest above my own. I will maintain proficiency in my work through continuing education. I will abide by both the spirit and letter of the laws and regulations applicable to financial planning services. When fee-based services are involved, I will charge a fair and reasonable fee. Thank you very much, Mario.
Colleagues that we have here from the Board of Directors of Iarfc and the other guests and graduates, that we just say something about the culture of Sunlight Greta. We normally give our greetings and say it in a way that is quite different. We say it in sun morning, okay? I guess it's something about the culture. As you can see, it's the nature of the Sunlight First, including Sunlight Greta. They have that brightness in them, they have that positivity in them, and the energy is tremendous. That's why we need to share that. And so allow me to greet you the sleepy way, which is a very pleasant sun morning to everyone. So sun morning, everyone. Okay, it was more than a year ago when we started this partnership with very enthusiastic, and we recommended this to our president. We should partner with no less than Iarfc, one of the leading institutions in the field of financial planning. And then I saw some of my colleagues here having the apprehension. How can I balance my time with my branches? Of course, and going through another round of studying and the pressure of passing this course. And honestly, as I am seeing you here, guys, receiving your Confernment, I couldn't be any prouder. No? We were never wrong to have gotten into this partnership with Iarfc. And seeing you guys being conferred tonight as registered financial consultants. I am so happy. I feel like a mother standing before you now, seeing all my kids graduating from this. So really, congratulations, everyone. As mentioned earlier by one of the speakers, this is not the end of the journey that you will be taking. Of course, you know that our mission is a long and continuing journey towards serving and helping people achieve lifetime financial security and independence. So you know that mission, and you know this RFC thing will really bring you to good stead as you progress in your career as financial advisors. Now, just charge forward, be bold, as we have that mission to be bolder. That mission continues, it doesn't end here. Let's continue to help others. That is our mission. And of course, I would like to thank Iarfc for giving us this very special program tonight. Imagine there's that entertainment, fantastic singer and performer. Thank you so much. This is a very special program that you have prepared for us. Thank you very much. And we will, of course, appreciate you continuously supporting our advisors in terms of getting that continuing education when it comes to financial planning, because that's what we actually need, our team needs as we move forward with our mission as financial planners. So thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations once again. Congratulations.
So much for your presence and support, Ms. Nono. So now we move on to the next segment, the charging of new RFA and RFCs. May we call on Chairman Barry Daly for his message to our new RFA and RFCs.
So proud of you all. This is such a treat for me. Congratulations. This is one of those times where you should give yourself a pat on the back. This is awesome. Now I know the hour is late, and I could be here for a long time. I'm not going to. But I want to just rush through a few slides. So if you'll stay with me, okay? I'm going to talk a little bit about a primary. Next slide. A primer. A graduate's primer. But before I do, I should let you know where I'm from. I'm about as an opposite of place as you can get from Manila. I live in a little town in Wyoming. That's my town. That's the whole town. Right there. If you blink when you're driving through, you'll miss the whole thing. There are 2,000 people in our town, and we're proud of all of them. But anyway, next slide. So a primer is a book of elementary principles. So I want to just touch on very quickly a few of these principles as it relates to your future career path. Next slide. We are in the people business. This is not about us. It's about our clients, right? I mean, tonight's about you, but going forward, it's about your client. And here's something to always remember. The more you do for others, the more you do for you. But you got to do for them first. Okay? Next slide. It's about, as I said, about your clients. It's about their goals. It's not about winning the prize or winning the trip to somewhere to be rewarded. If you get those, fine. But it's about them. It's about their goals. It's about their life. Next. People buy from people they trust. If you don't remember anything in this whole speech, remember what I'm just about to tell you. Okay, there are 4 points. If you do these 4 things, you will be recognized as being trustworthy. You will receive referrals from people because they trust you and want to refer you to other people. So the first thing to always do, show up on time. That sounds pretty kind of silly, but it's true, especially if you're working with old people like me. We get there 10 minutes early, and if you're 10 minutes late, we've been there for 20 minutes. So show up on time. Second thing, do what you say you will do. Makes sense, right? It's amazing how many people don't do that. If you say, I will do this, you better make darn sure that you do it. So show up on time and do what you say you will do. And the third one is finish what you start. It is amazing. You know, we sometimes don't do what we say we're going to do, and then we don't even finish what we start. We have all these projects half done, and we're not following through, so finish what you start. And the last one, say please and thank you. Those are very simple things. I've been trying to follow those things for my career of over 40 years. And I want to tell you, they make a huge difference. So remember those 4 things. That will make you a trustworthy person. Next slide. You are now either a registered financial associate or a registered financial consultant. You can wear the pin. You can put the certificate on your wall. You can tell people this is what you are. Just because you have the certificate doesn't make you one of these. In order to say that I am one, you have to be one. I saw all of you stand up, had your right arm to the square, and you talked about the code of ethics. That's critical. You have to be what you say you are. Next slide. This designation makes a huge difference. It makes a difference with the public because now they have someone that's qualified that they can trust to work with them in their financial planning. It's really great for the industry because you raise the level of quality of advisors to a higher level. And of course, it's really good for you. You will feel better about what you do, and I got to tell you, you're going to make more money. We have found that those who have a certification like the Iarfcph actually do better financially. Next slide. So, how comprehensive should your consulting be? It should be as comprehensive as needed. But you need to really be careful to get all the proper qualitative and quantitative information as you work with a client to do a good job. Next slide. And cover the facts. With the fact finder and getting the right information to do the job. Next slide. Make recommendations that include the appropriate solution for the client. As I said in the beginning, it's not about you, it's about them and what their goals are. So address the short-term risk of dying too soon and leaving your family broke, and the long-term risk of living too long and going broke. Address those two. Sometimes the answers are very simple, and sometimes they can be very complex. Next slide. Price your financial services appropriately. Now, if you're getting a commission from the sale of a life policy, that's pretty straightforward. But if you get into the fee business, make sure that what you charge, as it says in your code of ethics, appropriate amount. Next slide. This code of ethics we can't emphasize enough. These are moral principles. What I did when I first started in the industry is I got the code of ethics, I made some flashcards, and every time I shouldn't tell you this, but every time I was driving or had a minute downtime, I got out those flashcards and I memorized them. And I learned them well enough that they weren't just code of ethics that somebody gave me to remember. They became part of me. They were not just in my wallet or in the flash, they were in my heart. That's what I suggest you do. Next slide. So, continuing education. Just because you did this, and congratulations, you have to always be learning. If you're continually learning, you're going to learn new concepts, new principles, new opportunities for your clients. And if you don't do the continuing education, you won't learn those things. So stay up with your CE credits. Next slide. That's the secret sauce, is continuing education. Okay, next slide. So are you ready? These are elementary concepts that I talked about. Let's be ready. Next slide. Now, I'm going to go through a few slides to close with, give you a little information about the IARFC. We're a growing and glowing, we're a growing global community. We have members in 6 nations. Our goal by the end of the next 10 years is to have members in 35 nations. We want to add, and we plan to add an additional 20,000 members over the next 10 years. So we are a growing global community, and you're part of that, and we're honored to have you. Next slide. This is, not all of them, but this is most of our board of trustees. You see their names there. We have two not in the picture, but I'm proud of these people. They work very hard for you guys. Next slide. Here's another crew that probably works harder than the board of trustees. In fact, I know they do. This is our headquarters staff back in Ohio. And so I think, even though they're not here, it would be appropriate for you to give them a round of applause. Okay? Next slide. I mentioned earlier when I spoke, it seems like about 3 days ago, earlier today, we have a mission and guiding principles at the IARFC that we are very dedicated to. And I would encourage you to go to our website, look at those things, get to know what our guiding principles are. In fact, I was talking to somebody in China. You have members in China. They translated them, the guiding principles, and put them on their office wall. I was really touched when I heard that. But that means that they connected with those same principles. Next slide. We have a lot of activities going on around the world, not just in the U.S. And you can see people in Hong Kong. In fact, I just came from a graduation in Hong Kong just a few days ago. They didn't have cool robes like you guys, though, so good job. But we have a lot going on. You guys lead out in some ways with your podcast and the fun things you guys do here. Next slide. We have a program in the U.S., I don't know what you do here, but we have a thing called Ethics Approved. And if you can put your picture on the website as a RFC, you can have this sticker or this label on your website that says Ethics Approved. Your clients, the public, can go there and see that you have made a commitment to doing the right thing. Next slide. We have a financial plan competition in the U.S. We have universities that put together teams or sometimes individuals, and they work on a case study, and they present it to our judges, and we narrow it down to where we have 3 top finalists, and then we invite them to come to our annual conference. They present their plans at the annual conference, and then, first, second, and third are selected at that conference. There are prizes, prize money for this. And our U.S. chapter is the sponsor of this, and they have invited all the chapters in the world to participate. So if you all would like to consider participating in the financial planning competition, we'd love to have you. Next slide. Well, most of that one's missing. Try to click it again and see what happens. No, go back. Well, it's all gone. But we have a really cool event coming up in September. It's a 2-day virtual practice building seminar, a workshop. It's going to be actually a total of 10 speakers over 2 days talking about ideas and concepts and ways to build your practice. Everyone's invited. Now, for you, it will be in English. So people who don't speak English, they'll have a little more difficult time with it. But I know that it will be in the middle of the night for you. So, That's okay. If you don't want to be up in the middle of the night, it's recorded. We send you the link. You can listen to it anytime you want. We encourage you to check it out, and we'll have to get you the flyer that has the fun pictures on it, okay? It's on the Iarfcph Philippines Facebook page, so check it out. Next slide. Next year, in April, this coming April, we're having our 40th anniversary celebration. And it's going to be at this beautiful place called the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. It's good. That's what the estate is. Now, we're not actually going to stay in that building. There's a really nice hotel near that. But anybody who wants to come is invited. And I can't tell you the dates yet because we haven't got the dates particularly done yet, but it's going to be in April 2024. Next slide. We'll have networking, awards, presenters, keynote speakers, tours, golfing, tennis. Where's my tennis? There he is. Okay. Anyway, we'd love to have some of you attend. Next slide. That is it. Any questions for me? I just want to tell you guys, congratulations. I love you guys. Good job.
We need to ask someone who's very special tonight because he was able to do well for your batch. For his valedictory address, may I please call Mr. Baltasar Reyes. This is your moment.
Thank you so much. Grabe. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, RFC. Sad morning sa Iarfcph. Dahil ang puso natin, of course, si Iarfcph ang nagpag-graduate sa akin sa RFC. So, thank you, Iarfcph. Sa mga kasama natin na galing sa ibang company, so it can be a financial company, an insurance company, good evening and welcome. Welcome at start pa lang. So anyway, I am very happy and excited to see all of you, lalo na yung mga kasama natin previously. It's been a while, pero I'm sure marami na nangyari. To the management team of Iarfc, thank you so much. Makaabot din tayo ng 10 p.m. kapag inisa-isa ko pa. But you know, nabulol na ako. RFC and sa Iarfcph, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives as we close this incredible chapter of our journey. Creating a solid financial plan is not an easy task, especially your first one. Some of you traded your vacations, family gatherings, and even sleep while doing your thesis, correct? Not only that, but you still have to fill other tasks, especially your sales career, your quotas, being a mom, being a father, being a breadwinner of the family. We know that. That's why, yung mga kasama natin nanatiling single. Okay. Kidding aside, so pwede nyo bang tingnan yung kasama nyo sa table na single pa? Tama ba? At pakisabing, tama ba yun ang reason? Ayan. At doon sa mga single, pwede nyo bang sabihin, hindi ka sure? So that's it. In my case, I needed to do it while I was in quarantine because of COVID-19. The process requires reconciling short-term goals for long-term goals. Aren't we missing the whole point? The process is the gift. The process builds our character as financial consultants. As we transition to new beginnings, I am honored to share with you how life has taken me on after becoming a registered financial consultant. When I embarked on this program, I just had one idea, and that is for me to learn, for me to know more. Little did I know, profoundly, it would create a massive impact to my life and those people around me. Being a financial consultant isn't just about numbers. It is not just about Excel sheets. It is about shaping the financial future of individuals, families, and businesses. It's about helping people navigate the complexities of their financial goals, providing them with the tools to achieve their goals. In the past years, my life was full of learning, growth, and changes. I love to share with you how my life changed after becoming an RFC. Here are my 3 E's. Okay, it's 3 E's plus I. Can we say 3 E's plus I? Thank you sa inyong participation. So my first E is empower. As a financial consultant, I realized the power of knowledge. This empowers not only me, but also those financial advisors that I train, as I guide them toward helping their clients make informed decisions that will shape their financial future. The next E is enhance. This career path fosters a high level of personal growth. I was able to develop my critical thinking skills further, deepen my understanding about financial planning, and improve my communication skills by translating complex financial concepts. Sorry, may highlight talaga doon. Into a simpler ones. Sa pagkakaalam ko, yung mga graduate sa Iarfcph, hindi lang yun ang na-enhance. Dahil may salary increase pa. Baka mali ako. Pero congratulations. Na-pressure yata si Ma'am Cynthia. Na-pressure yata yung management team. So, next is enable. Being an RFC financial consultant enabled me to embrace opportunities in the industry. At first, I only joined RFC because I wanted to know more. And because it is free of charge. Thank you sa Iarfcph. Sino ba nag-join sa atin because it is free of charge? Ayun, noted daw, sabi ng management team natin. And only to find out that by becoming a financial consultant, I'll be able to help other people. And that my resume will be outstanding. So with that, thank you sa Iarfcph for the opportunity. And last, so we have 3E plus I. I is inspired. This career makes me inspired knowing that I add value to financial advisors and that I will be able to create an impactful effect in their lives and their clients' financial future. Sige, pwede ba pakitaas yung kamay natin? Okay, kanang kamay at sabihin sa katabi para kanino ka bumabangon. Okay, itaas ang kalawang kamay at sabihin para sa'yo. Pagkataas ulit ang kanang kamay at sabihin hindi, para sa client natin. So kasama yun sa code of ethics natin that let's put our customers first in the game.
Cross the line.
As we conduct our roles, armed with knowledge and ambitions, I encourage each one of you to embrace change and pursue paths that not only align with your skills, but also resonate your passion. Life as financial consultant has taught me that true success comes when we channel our expertise toward making a positive impact on other people. In closing, I want to extend my gratitude to our sponsors, to the management team of Sun Life Grappa Financial. Thank you so much. To our RFC leaders, board of directors, presidents, and of course, Ms. Grace, na laging kasama namin sa training namin. Thank you so much. Of course, thank you to our families, to our colleagues, and friends who supported us along the way. As we move forward, let us carry the lessons we've learned and the connections we've made into our respective journey. We will continue to embrace change, empower those around us, and leave a lasting mark on the world. With that, thank you and congratulations, RFC!
Officer Reyes. But of course, we are going to ask someone who's almost, got it. I think I should be asking one of you to do her short testimonial for a testimonial din. Can I please ask Ms. Florence? I know it's you, but short mga oh my God.
Sana makinig kayo yan. Iarfcph management team and officers, Iarfc board officers and members, Sun Life Grappa sales leaders, fellow RFCs, guests, Sun Morning. To my fellow Bisaya from the Visayas and Mindanao region, from the Cebu area, maayong gabi. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Florence Brago, the area manager of Cebu Central 1. I've been with Iarfcph for more than 9 years already. Currently, I'm handling 15 branches, majority from the RCBC Metro Cebu region, with at least 10 banca sales officers. I actually don't know why I'm chosen to do the testimonial tonight, Ma'am Grace. I recall during our online class, I was just the observant, average, but ready to answer the question asked type of student. Not even the most participative one, only when I am asked. But since I was assigned to share my personal experience, I'm taking this as an honor and a privilege. So please, lend me at least a few minutes of your time. Nagsisimula pa lang ako. When I first learned that all 6 leaders of Sun Life Grappa are mandated to attend the RFC class, I felt mixed emotions. Why? First, because the class setup will be done online. And I don't know if it will be that easy as compared to having it through face-to-face, considering the bulk of work and responsibilities attached to us as sales leaders. I have an area to look after, targets to monitor in terms of FYP and IELTS, service activation. We have various concerns to attend to from our bank partners as well as from our clients. During those months when we had our RFC class, our company launched a new product. There was also a bank assurance week. There was also a new trip incentive for the last quarter. I cannot imagine how to define the words time management and then where to insert RFC for my fully loaded day, every day. I remember during our scheduled online classes, I would usually message my team to just send me a Viber or PM me for urgent concerns. No calls allowed, since I need to concentrate and listen to our session for the day. However, as an area manager, I still end up answering calls, Viber messages, and emails because I need to. There were times wherein our RFC mentor would call me to answer or read something, but I suddenly become unavailable. The common statement I would usually hear that time was, "Sorry, Ma'am Grace, Sir Boyet, I have to attend to an important call for my client or there's an urgent concern for my banker." So sometimes I would think it became a good alibi for all of us. When asked, especially if it involves computation already, you're saved from the nga moment, kasi nga, since another one will be called to answer for you. Second was, we were provided with a contract saying that our company will shoulder for the cost of the RFC. And should we fail, it will be charged to us personally through salary deduction. True, right? Sleep fee means business, of course. But on the brighter side, becoming an RFC gives us an added value. In fact, a privilege to be sponsored by the company. Because for some who wants to earn the title, they have to pay a hefty amount of fee. So for me, this is something to be taken seriously. As my father would always tell me, it's another feather on my cap. Lastly, Lastly, this RFC licensing gave me added pressure as an area manager. As leaders, we have to live up to the standard, and we should always lead by example. Therefore, I really need to pass the RFC because I want to influence my people and encourage them to take the RFC like I did. And so, the first session started. First session pa tayo. And I was part of batch 2. Batch 2, kaway-kaway! Our online class back then was every Monday and Friday. In fact, I'm happy to see this evening in flesh our mentors, Ma'am Grace, Sir Boyet, Attorney Nick, to name a few. Kayo ko lang sa personally nakita, di ba ma'am? The first few sessions were focused on the basics, so I didn't feel yet much pressure. I thought printing the handouts emailed to us would later help me. I even separated each topic with a different color of the folder and put labels for easy reference. I told myself I just find time to read them again in my free time and review in case I miss anything from the sessions. But I just realized I have never opened even one of those handouts that I've printed. Down to the last 45 sessions, malapit na. We were already focused on the thesis proper, since we were required to submit our own financial paper for us to graduate. That was the most challenging part. Computations overload, I need for extensive knowledge in Excel, connecting one sheet from the other to the other sheet, etc., equals nosebleed. No, nosebleed, no. Honestly, doing this thesis was the ultimate challenge. I followed the advice of Ma'am Grace to create a financial plan that is close to our personal scenario. How personal? Alam ko to, ma'am. The couple in my thesis were the real life name of my parents. Ricardo, my father, was an HR head of a fertilizer company, and the husband of Elvita, my late mother, a college instructor, being the wife. Their children were also the real-life names of my siblings. My elder sister, Queenie, and our eldest, my late brother, Ken. I was playing the role of their financial consultant. In the process, I realized it was never easy, even it was not imaginary. In fact, a personal one, and even close to actual. I would say it was a long, arduous process that included burning the midnight oil for several nights. I even reached to a point of giving up. I cried, alam ni RH yan, broke down, complained, questioned, expressed my sentiments, and really got disappointed. Because I thought our RFC session then was like a crash course. When it's needed to be a 1 year or more than, it needs more than several months to finish. However, I realized that this was not merely passing the RFC. To avoid paying the fees and being deducted from my salary if I fail, but along the process, I realized the value of financial planning. As I finished the financial paper, I saw the importance of my role as a financial planner. I learned to appreciate the help I can give to a lot of Filipino families who want to maintain a good life even until their senior years. And most importantly, when the expected thing happens, those left behind will live a decent life. This also means that I will be able to serve more clients from generations to generations, which is also translated to our language in Sun Life Grepa, which is making our clients for life, correct? Someone with a license in insurance and a license as financial consultant give us now a distinction among others, with a badge of honor and a sense of pride to guide the clients through the financial process, goal identification, data organization, needs analysis, problem identification, recommendations, and plan implementation. This is not all about me. This is not about us anymore. This is about others and the trust that the clients are willing to give us. Now, what's the exciting part after submitting the thesis? It was to know if we pass or fail, right? Tonight, I stand in front of you with pride and with a grateful heart because back then, from where our RFC session started, I decided to stop complaining. I chose to stop comparing. And most importantly, I have this hunger to keep on learning. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Florence Gallarde Bravo, RFC, at your service. And also evening to us all, and my salute to all my fellow RFCs here.
Thank you, Ms. Florence Bago, for your very short message.
Hindi siya ready!
Kinakabahan siya.
Miss Florence, you can.
Very inspirational.
Very inspirational. Napin mo yung challenge nung ginawa niya. Oo. Hindi lang naman siya naka-encounter, no? Nung tinuro tayo ni Miss Florence. Kaya, hindi lang naman kayo ang pinahirapan. Kami rin! Wala kami dumaan dyan! Diba?
Pwede ka na kumain!
Pwede na po
Anyway,
Well, anyway, we're going to be moving on to the next segment.
special.
Yeah, it's a very special segment. And this is actually one thing that we really want to share because we're very proud of them as well. Right? They've done so much for the association and for the RFC designation. So we are actually going to be awarding the 2023 Ambassador Awards. Right?
This is not supposed to be part of the program,
Yeah,
but needs to be acknowledged because very important the message.
we've definitely done a lot. So, what is the Ambassador Award? The Ambassador Award is bestowed to persons who endeavor to represent their chapter in carrying out the mission of the International Association of Registered Financial Consultants. And each chapter can award, to 3 people annually. So what is the criteria? Right, so the criteria is that the member must currently meet or have the following. One is IARFC member or membership to be a member for more than 3 years. And one is to adhere to the IARFC's Code of Ethics. And next is to have a sound record of business integrity with no suspension or revocation of any professional license, and successfully supported the goals of the association and has served with extraordinary efforts of time, service, and dedication. And to be recognized by the Ambassador Award Committee Chair, John M. Rogers, PhD, MRFC.
Allow me to introduce the first person to be awarded tonight. May you please call him Dr. Glenda Miro Atol. And of course, may I please ask our President, Gamaliel Boyer, that needs to be here, and Chairman Barry Bailey to give the award. Please, please stay at the center for the photo op. Ladies and gentlemen, our first Ambassador Award for the night. For the second, allow me to introduce to you, ma'am, pwede po tayo on the side muna. Kasi meron ka pang kasama beside you. Okay? The next one is Miss Stella Solero Bernabe. But not the least, eto po hindi niya alam. Hindi niya alam. That is why this is very special. Allow me to introduce you one of our instructor and trainer. Attorney Nicasio Paunan Cabanero. Ayaw ko yung kamali eh. Kasi alam ko yung palayo eh. Due respect naman. Attorney. Okay. Alam niyo naman, kilala niyo naman si attorney sa workshop niya, di ba? He works while his wife? Okay. May I please request the two ladies to join attorney in the middle, okay, for a photo together. Okay, everyone, please a round of applause to our esteemed Ambassador Award. Thank you very much. Let's hear a few words from IARFC Philippines President Gamaliel Ariel Boyet Benavides.
Thank you. The day has been long, but I guess as part of our journey, we learned some more, we experienced more, and since we received more, we now are tasked to give more to our clients. So the journey does not end. It's just the beginning, and you're not alone. You have all of us. The RFC community will be one with you in making sure that we serve our clients well, and we give the financial planning, financial consulting profession the respect, dignity, and the integrity it deserves. So enjoy and welcome to the RFC community.